Hello everyone and welcome back to a Let's Play of Costume Quest with your host of Validation X145. Where we last left off, I really don't know how to explain this other than it's some sort of Final Fantasy whatever the heck with kids in costumes. Either way, it's hella fun and it's cool. And still cute. Hello. Ah, I remember you, Claire. So yes, we bought for apples, we got some basic mechanics for the game down, and we got a couple quests as well. Other than that, though, we don't have much yet. Okay, thank you, Sadie. Unfortunately, Sadie does not have anything that I would like at the moment, although we do have plenty of candy. So I may as well get these now. Aw, I don't have enough for that. Darn. Ah, and I keep forgetting it's Q to exit the menu's not something else. Oh well. Okay, so currently what we are doing is looking for materials for a Statue of Liberty costume and spices to help out with this volunteering with the pumpkin pie, or something along those lines. Can't find any pie ingredients. Always want someone else to solve their problems. Barking up the wrong tree if you think I'm gonna help. That was worth a shot, but yeah. And that might actually be it right over there, since we haven't been there yet. On the other hand, I don't know if we can actually get back there, which is kind of unfortunate. But since this is Halloween themed and I am playing it on Christmas, I think I have a few stories I can share while I'm going through this and not commenting on everything else that's going on, which is quite a lot actually. It's a bit much for my wee little brain to absorb. It's not that small, but you know. All right, let's see if I can come through here. Can't get my costume wet. Several key components are cardboard. Alright, once again the password with Manifest Destiny. And Ren is talking about some different costumes, so let's go back to our our Gundam suit. Our robot. Excuse me. Now let's see. Not that one. Here we go. Okay, costume patterns. We currently have... Yeah, all we have currently is the Statue of Liberty, and that might actually be the one that we need to get through there as well. Because Statue of Liberty is kind of sitting out in the middle of a bay. Just letting the rain and sea just kind of turn her green. And fun fact, Statue of Liberty was actually copper, was more of a copper color. So kind of that goldish red that copper normally is, and not the green that we know it as today. And it was shipped in from France. Probably something you learned while in school, but you know. In case you didn't, now you know. On the other hand, I'm also not sure that chest is unopened as well. Let's go see what's in it, because I think that part is accessible. Maybe. Maybe not. Nope, it's not accessible yet. Darn it. Now, I wonder actually if it's possible for us to get the ingredient from... this guy over here for the pie that we need. Or for the pie ingredient, rather, that we need. It's a possibility. Anyway. Alright, you are the kid who's supposed to be Blackbeard. Hello? Wow, Manifest Destiny must be a really powerful password then, jeez. Alright, and still going on about how he doesn't want us to know the password, want the whole neighborhood to know the password. Ah, kids in their little secret societies. The good old days when that was really all you cared about. Alright, now what is down here? Hello? Costume material cardboard. Cool. Hello. Circle of Trust in here? Hey, we got another costume material. Nice. Oh, feather duster. Of course, that makes sense. Next best thing to a torch. Now, where else might we need to go? I imagine... Yeah, the cardboard is for the Statue of Liberty. What I don't know, however, is where that third piece might be. Hence why we need to explore. Let's see, we've been back there. May as well just grab some candy while I'm here. Anyway, stories. Attention deficit disorder on the run. I got a couple fairly good stories, I think. The first of which is, I believe it was my 9th year of Halloween. Well, not of Halloween, but of my life. I was once in a group similar to, but not the same as, the Boy Scouts. It was a bit more focused on Native American culture and stuff like that. It was originally called Indian Guides, and then they turned it into Adventure Guides. I think it was because of some sort of fear of offending the natives or something like that. I don't remember what the reasoning was behind it. But anyway, every year they would go out and they would have a Halloween parade or something along those lines. And a hobo guy. Okay, that was weird. Apparently Everett has super teleporting powers. Maybe that's one of his spells, I don't know. Oh, what was that? There it is. I really need to work on my storytelling. This is not turning out the way I wanted it to be. But I was in a group called Indian Guides at first, and then Adventure Guides. And Halloween parades, blah blah blah. And I'm trying to... I forgot to turn off the sound notifications. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm very sorry about that, guys. That took me way longer than I was expecting. For you, it's been a second, but for me, it's actually been 2 days. Oh, that was bad. That was really bad. To the point where I don't even remember what we were doing. Looking for the next ingredient, right. Oh, good grief. It's a little bit, it's mildly disturbing when you can't even remember to go back and record something. Alright, and I need to go ahead and finish this Statue of Liberty that I'm building here. Yeah, we got two materials for it, but we still need the third, which is probably either a cloth of some kind, or, I don't know, some sort of fabric, I'm thinking. As to where we can get that, though, I have no clue. Now, if I remember correctly, there was a house over here that was, not... that we hadn't attended to yet. It's not around here. And that's where I believe Zach, his name was, the former bully, is, that's where we first met him. Alright, let's go ahead and knock on the door. And monster. Well, I'm surprised I'm actually getting my guesses right. But, time to go Gundam style. I apologize for that terrible, terrible pun. In very poor taste. But how can I not... how can I avoid saying that? Oh, whoops. When there's just so many opportunities to... Whoops. That is not the one I wanted to hit, but oh well. In case you can't tell, I'm in an extremely good mood today. And he's just buffing his attack power or something. Alright, that works. What did I get? Some candy something or other? But that is that. I wonder if we're going to meet any other kids in the neighborhood who want to share their amazing costumes with us. Or if ever it's going to be our only companion until we rescue our little brother. Ah, here's the house I was thinking of. Okay, so... blah, 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 blah. I already did a recap in the 5 minutes I recorded before this, so no need to do that again. Instead, we are going to see a person. Were the last of them... Are you actually a policeman, or are you just dressed up a policeman? Because that's a really funky mustache. Not a bad mustache, just a funky one. Huh. Okay, it looks like we've been back there already, so I'm not gonna bother looking over there. For the time being, anyway. Is there anything we can do beyond? No, that is blocked off. Alright, where it was last time, I believe I was, oh, that's weird. Weird looping with the music. I believe I was talking about... Is that the edge of the world? I think that's actually the edge of the world. It totally is. Interesting. Okay, anyway. Okay, and here's the gate. That I'm assuming we can't get past yet since we haven't done all the... Okay, so we need to liberate every house from its candy or such. Well, good to know about Gus and his wife, who's worried sick about him. I guess she's going to be very unhappy when she hears the news. If she makes it. If she lives to hear the news, anyway. Likely from us, considering. Okay, now, I know I've been back here already, but I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything around here. And I don't think I did. Hey, come on. There we go. No, I don't think I missed anything. That's unfortunate. Gotta make this a wee bit harder. Since I will have to re-examine every location I have been to or not been to. But anyway, I was talking about Halloween stories and being in Indian guides. And going on annual Halloween parades when I was 9-ish, something like that. I don't remember. I was young. Some of those stories are fun, some of them are not so fun. Like the one time where... I don't know, I think the kids and me got into a huge fight about something. And we all spent a fair amount of time just not feeling happy for the remainder of the parade. But anyway... God, what was I actually going to talk about? I don't even remember what the other thing was from that. I'm so sorry to share that very depressing story when I'm so happy. But oh well. Okay, so we still don't have any knowledge of the whereabouts for this ingredient. Or for this last material, for that matter. Which is kind of annoying. I wonder, do we have to get it from... Come on. Do you have to get it from this guy? Okay, so apparently we're going to look about good dental hygiene. Whoops. Okay. Grab this apple, grab this one. So no variation between the apples that are actually bad. Just one with worms and one that's half-eaten for whatever reason. Not sure why that's a thing, but whatever. So does this just give us more candy, or is it going to reward us with something? Yay, more candy, I guess. You make no sense, but I like you. Just like I like you, Everett. Crazy little fantasy kid. Alright, so... where on earth do we get this last material? Is there a way for us to get over there without going around the back way, I wonder? Hello. I'll bet it has something to do with this right here. So how on earth do we go through there without getting wet? Now there was that one Witch's Cauldron. I'm not sure if we can do anything with that, but I would like to try out and see. No, it's just decoration. That's unfortunate. They could have made that into something really interesting, but they didn't, which is kind of sucky. Okay, so still the same mumbo-jumbo about Manifest Destiny. Which, for those of you who don't know, is the motivation that we had for expanding way back in like the 1800s of the US of A, for expanding westward. First into the Louisiana country, which was not the state we know today. It was actually pretty much the entire Midwest of North America as far as U.S. territory is concerned. It was expansion into that area, and then it was also later into California and everywhere on the West Coast, after we had gained some territory from Mexico and other places in search for gold and new lands for very cheap prices comparatively. So that's really the super basic premise of it. It's the harsh reality of it is harsh, but there's a lot of interesting stories that surround that, with dealing with the Native Americans, with hardship, what they had to do to get out there, that whole shebang. So I'd highly recommend looking it up if you are at all interested in history, especially of the U.S. But that's where that whole Manifest Destiny thing comes from, in case you didn't know and wanted to be enlightened. And if you didn't, well, you just did. And if you already knew, well, good on you. You paid attention in class. Either that or you did your studying abroad. Alright. But for the time being, I think I'm going to pause this, and when I figure out what the heck I'm supposed to do, I will start recording again. So be back in just a second. And not for 2 days like I was last time.